Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad to be back again to bring you juicy market analysis for this new week of November the 2nd to the 6th, 2020. We had great moves in the market for this past week. We saw our gold analysis hit our targets, surpassed it even for the dollar Canadian dollar pair. We got great moves in the market. We had same moves with the pound dollar pair, although we didn't quite get to the targets set for that pair, but we had good moves that gave us up to 200 pips move to the downside for the pound dollar pair. And I believe quite a number of you profited from this analysis. And if you have, I would like you to click the like button. If these videos I put out here beneficial to you, don't forget to smash the like button. Click the subscribe handle if you're new to the channel, and also click the bell notification just beside it. That way you will be notified as soon as I bring out new content. And with that said, let's go to the business of this week. We're going to look at some good moves. We're anticipating some good profits in the market this week. Remember, this week we're expecting the U.S. elections, which will be holding on the 3rd. That's on a Tuesday. And we might see the build up to the elections. We've seen it influence some bit of volatility in the market. I'll urge you to treat carefully, safely, or maybe allow the elections to come and go before you really place trades in the market this new week. Of course, we're going into a new month, and have that at the back of your mind also. So with that said, let's just go straight to the business of today. On my chart, I'm looking at the pound dollar pair. And like I said, we had great moves to the downside. We didn't quite, I was looking at price getting to the 1.28 even handle, but we didn't quite get there. And price just stalled around the 1.2880. That's also a key level, and got rejected up from there. Now, I'm looking at the weekly time frame, and from what we've seen, we saw a very bearish week for the pound dollar pair. Now, what am I seeing the market do based on the price action I'm seeing right now? From the price action I have here on my charts, you see that huge move to the downside, and we had this rejection from this point. So based on this rejection, we can see that buyers are around this area and would most likely push the prices further to the upside. Let's see how far that will go as we go into smaller time frames. Now, I'm looking at the daily time frame, and here price has put in what looks like a bullish harami here. We've had lower highs to the downside, and Friday gave us a higher low. We won't call it. It closed higher. You can call it a higher close than this candle for Thursday. So let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So I know we'll look at what price is most likely to do. Now, if you look at this time frame, we see price making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and we've made this lower low, and we've had more or less a pullback here. What I'm expecting price to do is to see a retest of these lows. If we don't break these lows, we'll most likely form a double bottom, and we'll see price surge back to the upside. I'm looking forward to seeing price get to as high as the 1.30 handle when we make this double bottom here. See price go back up to test the 1.30 handle. Whatever price does around here, if we see any form of reversals, we're looking forward to going lower. But if this move that takes us to the upside, if we see a huge move that breaks and closes above the highs here at the 1.3080 area, if we see break and close above these highs here, I think we'll look. I will be looking for bullish opportunities from this point once we see a break and close above this point. But first of all, I'm expecting a double bottom and a move that will take us into the 1.30 even handle. The next I'm looking at the pound Canadian dollar pair. And for this pair, let's look at the weekly time frame. For this pair, we've put in, for 2 weeks now, we've put in some bit of bullish price action. Yeah, we've seen higher highs and higher closes. Yeah, for this past week had a higher close than that of a fortnight ago. What do we expect the market to do? For this pair, I'm expecting more or less a range. Within this zone, we might see price just range between the 1.7 to 35 area where it closed and the 1.71 handle. We might see some bit of choppiness in price between this area before we go higher. I'm expecting a pullback, first of all, and a continuation to the upside based on this price action. But because of the elections we're expecting, we might see price do some bit of range here before it really surges to the upside. The next key level of resistance is the 1.7408, 1.74 handle. Yeah, at this point here, that's the next key level of resistance. So let's look at the daily time frame quickly. Excuse me. From the daily time frame, what we have here, we've had 1, 2, 3 move to the upside. We had the retracement, huge move to the upside again, and we've had this move that's we're still bullish here. It's bullish here, and we've had a retracement from this new highs that are made here into the 1.7235 area, and we've had this spinning top around here. So most likely, based on price action, we're looking forward to seeing highs, a new high. We might have a new high here and make a double top here and go to the downside. So basically for this pair, I'll be looking, I might keep it on the sidelines and see how the price action pans out on Monday. That will inform my being involved with this pair. The next I'll be looking at is gold. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Yeah, for the weekly time frame, we've seen that this past week was bearish for gold. Yeah, I said I was expecting a move, any move below the 1894 price that will take us down to the 1875 handle, which we got. It was like 200 pip move to the downside, and we took all of it. We even saw price test the next key level of support at the 1862 area, and we got rejections of price from that area. Now let's look at the daily time frame. Now that we have rejections from here, I'm expecting price to go back into this zone. We've been in a range for quite some time now, and I'm looking forward to seeing that retracement. Now we have this move here, and for this pair, I'll be looking forward to see price go as far as the 1900 handle. Yeah, we could get to as high as 1898, 1896, and look forward to reversals around there. But for this pair, what I can see is just that move into this zone. If we put in reversal candles around here, I'll be looking forward to retracement to the downside. But basically, you can use your strategies, know what to do with price action here is to see my take, what I can see price do as soon as we resume on Monday. Looking forward to seeing that move into the 1900 even handle. Whatever price action does, we'll be looking at it on the daily close basis to take new positions as the days unfold. Well, what I'm putting out here is my opinion of what the market is going to do. It's not intended as an investment advice. It's purely educational. Um, you need good strategies to trade forex. Forex business, forex trading is quite a risky business. The next pair I'll be looking at is dollar Canadian dollar pair. And for this pair, what we got that huge move to the upside. Like I was looking out to see, we saw that I said I was going to be bullish on this pair, and we saw that move to the upside. Now, what am I expecting price to do when it resumes on Monday? I'm looking forward to see price retrace into this area. Let me use the fibs and get some detailed price targets. I'm looking forward to see a 61.8 retracement of this move to the upside here, and it lines up around the 1.32 even handle around this area. Now, when we see that, what I'm expecting prices to do, if we have reversal candles around here, I'll be looking forward to more bullish price action, except we break and close below the lows at the support at 1.3124 area. We have that break and close below that. We're looking for to go bearish. But for this pair, I just want to see that retracement into the 1.32 even handle. We could see even price, we might even see price stall at the 1.3235 handle. That's about 0.5% retracement of this move here to the upside. If we see that reversal candles around this area, I'll be looking forward to going bullish. But if we come into this zone, retesting the lows here at the 1.3115 area, I'll still be looking forward to seeing this pair be in a range till we get clear picture. But what I'm looking out for is price action on a daily basis, and that will inform my being involved with this pair also for this week. The next I'll be looking at is the dollar yen pair. And for this pair, let's see what price action has to offer us. Let's look at the weekly time frame. So we do a top-down analysis. We have a gravestone doji for this past week. Market is quite undecided as to what it wants to do. Excuse me. And basically, from what the price action has given us here, since we are not having this move to the downside anymore, I think I'll be looking forward to seeing retracement back into the 105.62 handle. I would like to see that retracement back up into that zone, because if you check the price action for the week, we've had 3 weeks of bearish price action, and this last week is the third week. We had the bearish price action, but there's reduced momentum to the downside. So market is giving us indication from this doji that we will look most likely have a retracement back to the upside, and our next key level of resistance is at the 105.62 handle. Let's look at the daily time frame. Yeah, from daily time frame, we've had this move with downside. Now we have a bullish engulfing candle here. Uh, our, our RSI is bit to the oversold area. We got as low as 35, and we're seeing price. We got a diversion. Sorry about that. Divergence here. If you check the indicator, we have divergence here, and we've had this bullish engulfing candle telling us we are going to the upside, and our next key level of resistance at the 105.62 area. The last I've been looking at is the euro dollar pair. For this pair also, we took huge gains from the movement of price. Basically, the videos and the analysis I put out here is subject to the price action on Monday for all the pairs, because Monday's price action is what determines if we will still go ahead with the analysis put out. If we have a different price action on Monday, we have to change our stance to ensure we stay profitable in the market. And that's the essence of having or using price action. Now, for this pair, let's look at the weekly time frame. So we have a bird's eye view of what the market's going to do. We have this very huge candle to the downside. We've had, this is more or less a bearish engulfing, because we've had uh, these these candles on a weekly time frame to the upside, and we've had this bearish engulfing candle for last week. So what do I expect market to do when it opens Monday? I will expect a retracement back into this zone, maybe as high as the 1.1735 area. We might not get there. It depends on what price I can gives us on Monday. But what I want to see is just a retracement back into this zone and a continuation to the downside. I'm looking at having a 1-to-1 move, and let me quickly do this. Let's put it out here and see what it looks like. If we can get a 1-to-1 move for this pair quickly, let me clone this. So we let's see where our targets can be for this week. Good. Based on what we have here, I'll be looking forward to see price get to the 1.1460 handle. That's the next key level. The next key level, we have one level at the 1.1575 area, and the next key level after that, the next key level of support is at the 1.1460 or 65 handle. Based on this 1-to-1 move, we've had this 1-2-3 move, and this is the first one move. So what we need is a retracement, a pullback into this zone, and a continuation to the downside, and to go as far as hitting the 1.1465 handle. So with that said, that with that for this week. Like I said, you use your strategies, trade safely, follow your trading plan, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.